And you are looking live at Evo 9X Stadium in beautiful Portland for tonight's SFL contest. Two Pacific Division rivals meet in their quest for the first victory of this young season. It's the San Diego Mavericks and the Portland Fleet live on YouTube. Good evening, everyone. I'm Cameron Duty, and alongside me tonight is my partner, Wade Phillips. Wade, anytime divisional rivals clash, regardless of the record, it's sure to be a tough matchup. Both teams are looking to get in the win column. How do you see this one shaping up?
Well, I see this one shaping up really. We're going to have to see if both of these teams can kind of right the ship in the rushing game, because they both have kind of struggled getting the rushing game started, but both defenses have had a tough time against the rushing attacks of the teams they face. So it'll be kind of a matchup of some strengths and weaknesses for these clubs, and we're going to get to see some fireworks in this game.
Fireworks indeed as we get set. It is a cool 53 degrees. Cloudy skies as we are at dusk here. You can expect that beautiful sunset in the background. And we're just going to have a good night of football, folks. As we mentioned, two teams looking for victory number one. These two teams have met a total of 7 times. 2 wins going to San Diego and 5 to Portland. Folks, as I like to say, get yourself a beverage and a snack. You're not going anywhere for about the next hour and a half. The kickoff is underway. This one is brought out to the 26-yard line, and we will say hello to the Portland offense for the first time today, starting with quarterback Chris Jive, the halfbacks Ezekiel Love and Scott Johnson, the fullback Jacob Farmer, your wide receivers Israel Adams, Michael Knight, Ryan Davis, and Terrell Cooper, the tight end Nelson Lozano Jr., the tackles Jay Warren, Randy Fatt III, your guards Jacoby Wilson and Tyler Spencer, and center Jaden Taylor. On first down, and that pass is complete to Terrell Cooper, and already a first down on this drive.
Yeah, and Cyrus Jive got it out super quick on that play, because it looked like Cooper just beat his man off the line immediately, got past the defense, caught it, and picked up the first down.
Talk about tempo, a good start right there to this drive, as you can see. Wanting to go to the air early and attack. This time they keep it on the ground to Ezekiel Love, who gained 5 before being tackled. Let's quickly take a look at this San Diego defense. The defensive end, Biff Markham. Defensive tackle, Butch Minner. The linebackers, R.C. Puff, Zach Holdorf, Freddie Trammell, Jeff Gagney, and Al-Farouk Aminu. The cornerbacks, Tanner Hendricks and Pink Liesa, Tom Krieg and Stuart Zomilia, and the safeties, Bob Funk, David Leathers, Danny Carmichael, King Bradshaw, and Nate Hall. And that one, already this San Diego defense disrupting the play. That falls incomplete. Third down.
And really, this San Diego defense, both of these defenses do a great job so far, top 10 in passing defense. And right there, San Diego shows that they came to play in that facility today.
And a big third down already in this game. Wanting to keep this nice drive going. They go back to the air. Cyrus to throw. That's a wobbly pass, and it is in the vicinity of a wide receiver, but that falls short, and this will bring out the punting unit. Fourth down.
It was so close. Nelson Lozano Jr. was right there, but the ball just couldn't get to it. Cyrus Jive rolled out to the right, but the defensive pressure got to him a little bit and forced that kind of errant throw across the field.
We're less than a minute in, and Portland having to punt here. A little pressure coming, and that one has a pretty good hang time on it. They will call for a fair catch, and San Diego will set up at the 25-yard line, and we will say hello to their offense. Quarterback Johnny Pickler, the halfback Hunter McWaffle, the fullback Rob Knoll, the wide receivers Easton King, Dave Axis, Eagle Mondavi, Doug Britton, and B.E. Robo. The tight ends Benji Matson and Adam Williams, the tackle Jacob Reed, the guard Taylor Minner, and center Anthony Anderson. Again, as we said, both of these teams looking for win number 1 on the season. So you can expect a physical game and also a lot of attrition as well. On first down, they throw. The pass is almost complete. Had a good opportunity at reeling in a one-handed grab. Benji Matson, their intended target.
He's good hold up by the pocket. Not very much pressure, only 4-man rush, but right there they couldn't get it completed to Benji Matson, but they'll look to continue to try to feed that machine.
Two receivers to the right, one up to the left there at the top of your screen. Pickler again to throw. Good time, and that pass, that one is complete to Nelson Lozano Jr. for the first down.
And actually, I believe that was Doug Britton, but, still great play, great catch by Doug. He came into the game with 4 receptions for 15 yards. Hasn't got a touchdown yet, but right there, got it when he needed it. Got right past the first down line, caught, and first down.
We'll take a look at this Portland defense in just a moment. Right after this play as they go with motion to Eagle Mandavi. 3 receivers now to the bottom of the screen. They keep it on the ground, and that goes nowhere. Hunter McWaffle stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and we will say hello to the Portland defense. Defensive ends Ricky Phillips and Robert Brewer. The defensive tackle Bubba Bruiser. Your linebackers Lucas Gilbert, Mel Davis, Brody Gulch, Joseph Lama. The cornerbacks Chris Statch, Derek Majors, Ryan Cook, Sidney Galloway, and your safeties Bernard Smith and Leo Morris. Second down and 10 now for San Diego. That throw just a little off target high and too far out for the intended receiver. And now the first third down of the night for San Diego is coming up.
And if Pickler gets that pass completed, there's room because Portland's defense switched to a cover 1 man defense, and that one safety was shading to the right side. And if that would have been caught, he would have had room to run.
On third down, you can just about expect pass here. Showing pressure now is Portland. Pressure coming, they get that one away, and it's complete, That looked like that was up and contested for just a moment, but instead, San Diego able to reel that one in. B.E. Robo with his first reception of the day.
And they needed it. 6'5", 238 B. Robo, a giant target at wide receiver. Comes into the game with 4 receptions for 50 yards, and that time caught it, and just enough effort on the second effort to get that first down. Excellent job extending this drive.
When you see a ball flutter through the air such as that, it's a very scary thing there for the offense, and the fear that would be intercepted. They stay on the ground this time. They run to the left, and a nice carry of about 9 for Hunter McWaffle. That'll bring up 2nd and 1.
That was really good job by the line to get that block right here, right there. Chips. It looked like a wide receiver got that chip that springs McWaffle for that 9-yard gain. Well, they'll need a lot more of that to really punish this rush defense for Portland's defense.
Second and 1. And they stay on the ground, and nothing doing there, or maybe so. That's going to be interesting to see the spot there. They're going to say he got forward progress on the first down. I thought for sure he was behind the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him the spot.
Yeah, they felt like he got it, and that was a great play by San Diego to get it across the line, but great job by the defense not allowing any more yards.
Man in motion this time. It's B. Robo. And the throw. Complete. Oh, what a strike. Great reception that time by Benji Matson for the first down.
And both of these tight ends, Benji Matson and Adam Williams, are both 6'6". Benji with 2 receptions on the season. And right now that extends it to 3. And that's the second time that Pickler has targeted him on this drive, and that time picks up the first down.
And talking about a great pass by Johnny Pickler, had to thread the needle and put that exactly on the money. And that pass is contested, and it will fall to the ground incomplete, intended for Robo.
Derek Majors got in the way of that ball, almost came down with it, but that was a pretty ill-advised pass by Johnny Pickler to be thrown on the run across your body and then really put it where there's two defenders in the area where they could have came down with it.
Showing motion that time and moving from right to left, Benji Matson. And to the air. The pass complete. A reception made by Doug Britton, and it's 1st and goal now for your Mavericks.
Another catch, another first down for Doug Britton. He's been consistent on this drive, having his reception total for the season just on this drive alone, and that time gets him ever so close to that end zone, and now they need to come up with something. If they can get this run game going, maybe they can stay balanced and really drive them forward throughout the game.
San Diego coming into today's game averaging 4 yards per carry. The handoff that time and is stuffed. It was Knoll on the carry. It'll be 2nd down coming up.
The backup gets the fullback gets the ball, just couldn't punch it in. They're going to see if they can maybe try something like that again, try to pound it up, but we'll see maybe a pass right here.
Looks like it could go from that formation. 2 receivers up to the top of your screen. Instead, they stay on the ground with McWaffle, and McWaffle is absolutely stuffed running up the middle there. Nothing doing.
Absolutely snowed in right there. Portland's defense did a great job filling the lane and getting the stop at the line, and now it forces a 3rd and goal, and now we've got a split back set.
Big 3rd down here. Portland wanting to get off the field without allowing the touchdown. San Diego wants in. McWaffle says, no, you will not deny me that time. Touchdown, San Diego. They strike first.
And it's like the tortoise and the hare right there. They got stopped the first 2 times they tried it, and that 3rd time kept with it, kept chugging away, and then finally McWaffle gets through, gets into pay dirt. Touchdown.
An impressive drive all the way around, moving the field just as they did at their own pace. And a touchdown with an extra point to follow here for San Diego. That will bring on Cliff Allen to attempt the extra point. His 2nd year now with San Diego, 7th year overall. And the kick is good. So as we said, the Mavericks strike first, a 13-play, 75-yard drive, which took 4 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock. And folks, if this is your first time watching the SFL, welcome. Simulation Football League is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. And a nice run back here for Portland. Oh, and still staying on his feet out to the 31-yard line. So a good return set up there by Portland, and that will help the offense as they look to march down the field and make some noise of their own.
Ryan Cook right there took it to the outside. If he stays to the right there, but tries to go inside and is brought down, if he sticks to the right, he might still be running.
Portland with those blue jerseys and white pants, looking to improve on some offensive numbers from last week. Especially, you take a look at the ground game coming in. They weren't able to do a lot. They want to improve on that, undoubtedly. 1st and 10 now for Portland. They send it right side, and nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all that the runner will get.
Yeah, San Diego did a great job sniffing out the run right there. They brought a blitz from the left side, but fortunately the defense closed that edge and got the stop. No gain.
Portland just with 37 rushing yards and 2.4 yards per carry coming into this week 3 matchup. That throw incomplete. This Mavericks defense has came out swarming.
They have. They're playing a complete game right now in the run-stopping defense and pass D, and it's been a great showing so far for them. In the series, the home team has won the last 4 games, and Portland has never won away, but don't have to worry about that playing at home today.
They hope to take that home field advantage and ride it all the way to their first win of the season. Now, The throw off target, and that's going to be just a quick 3 and out, and that's not what you want if you are Portland.
No, you've got to get something going on offense because San Diego's, playing a fairly well-balanced game right now. 7 passes last drive, 6 rushes, and on defense, they're stopping both the pass and the run game.
So Portland's still looking for some stability. They'll have to punt this one away. And this one will be returned to the 38-yard line. So San Diego has to be feeling pretty good right now, Wade, about, of course, coming off of that nice, long, extended drive that they were on. Coming into this, though, this next drive, what do you expect to see out of this Mavericks team?
I expect them to see them run it a bit more to see if they can test this defense and see if they can stay balanced through running the ball as much as they can, which opens up the pass.
Speaking of throwing the football, Pickler 4 of 7 so far on today. And once again, to McWaffle, he is becoming quite the threat for them in the backfield. A gain of 3, that will be a good chunk to pick up on first down.
That's right. He has become a threat, averaging over the season 5.1 yards per carry. We'll see if he can continue that tonight, but if he does, it's going to be a long night for Portland.
Back to the ground game they go. That is the fullback, Rob Knoll, and not much there. So Portland so far doing a good job, knowing that they need to stop, knowing that they need to really show a backbone here and just stiffen. This brings up an important 3rd and 7.
Yes, it does. And now San Diego needs to convert this and keep this drive going.
Pickler to throw. That's complete. They're not going to get off the field that easy. And a fantastic reception by Eagle Mondavi, and this drive will continue.
And the corner route frees up Eagle Mondavi. It looked like he had 2 defenders in his face, but brings it down right in the contested area. Yeah, that safety was coming over, but looked like he had man coverage, caught it, and then picks up a little extra after the catch, and looking like a big, hefty gain right there, setting up a perfect 1st down and 10, nearing the red zone.
You look at last season stats for Mondavi, 8 touchdowns, 6'3", 220 pounds, his 3rd season now with San Diego. McWaffle shakes a tackle, and he's not going to be able to get away from that one. It looked like he would have had room to run, but instead, Davis coming in and putting an end to any of those thoughts. Excuse me.
Yeah, Brody Gulch got there in a hurry and kind of slowed down Hunter McWaffle, but right there, Mel Davis came up to clean it up and brought him down.
Nearing the end of this first quarter, back to the ground game, and again they are stopped. So an interesting position here once again for both San Diego and Portland. Of course, San Diego already in field goal range. You know they want to keep this drive alive, but for Portland, this is crucial that they can negate them to just a field goal attempt, if possible.
Yes, it'd be a great stand.
The throw, and again, another clutch reception by Eagle Mondavi. They know to go to him on 3rd down, don't they?
Yes, they do. He is just about automatic on those 3rd down and 8 or 9. He's just knows where that 1st down marker is, gets free, and then Pickler threads the needle between 2 defenders, and Mondavi brings it down for the catch. Excellent play, and that sets up a really tantalizing 1st down inside the red zone.
And you got to imagine that this Portland defense is quickly running out of gas with these long sustained drives, and their offense has just not been able to do anything to alleviate that pressure. Now, speaking of pressure, they try to get pressure on Pickler, and that works. He had to get rid of that ball a little earlier than expected. 2nd down.
Yes, that defensive end, I couldn't catch which one was, came in a hurry and forced that throw and couldn't connect on the play, but great response by Portland's defense to, stay alive and really force the 2nd down and 10.
Two receivers at the top of your screen, one at the bottom here. They keep it on the ground once more, and nothing there. Once again, Portland coming up with the big stop. Brody Gulch in on that one again.
And right there on the pitch, they need to, if they can just get that initial tackle attempt to break, they have a chance to spring for a pretty good run, but that time couldn't break the initial tackle, and then, helpers got there and finished them off.
Third down once more for San Diego. They have lived off that third down thus far in this game. Can they convert again? Will they look Mondavi's way again? We will see. The pass to the end zone and almost had the touchdown on that one. It's broken up late by Portland.
That was just an excellent play by Portland's defense. They got pressure on the quarterback, and then the secondary was there to make the play on the receiver. It looked like there might have been B. Robo on the catch attempt, but the defense of Portland Fleet standing strong and forcing this 31-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, Portland has to feel good about getting off the field and, as we said, negating them to a field goal attempt by Cliff Allen. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is through. So, yes, San Diego does extend their lead by 3, but it could have been so much worse for this Portland Fleet.
Absolutely, and you had mentioned it earlier about these long, sustained drives for San Diego are just absolutely running Portland's defense ragged. Now they get the stop, and so their offense has to respond. Stay on the field for 2-3 minutes at least to just give your defense a little time to catch their breath. And after that stop, they deserve it.
So we will see how Portland does respond here. First thing you're going to see, a touchback at the back of the end zone. So that'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. And as you were talking about, Wade, this offense really needs to get things clicking here. Cyrus Jive coming in to this game wanting to have a big game. He does have some good receivers that he can connect with, though, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He has quite a few. And one I'm looking for is Michael Knight to make a play right here.
You take a look at that. 7 first downs by San Diego to Portland's 1. Got to improve. Now a screen pass. Shakes a tackle, but again, just not much right there. I mean, San Diego is literally flying to the football.
Yeah, they are flying. They're maintaining the edge discipline to stop anything that goes outside the tackles, and right there, no exception.
As Portland continues to try to figure out how to move the football on this Maverick defense, we see them go back to the ground. And again, just completely snuffed out and nothing doing 3rd and 9.
No, and it's just a great job by this defense to close those edges. And Portland just is having the worst luck getting their run game started, which you would think with, a full line, they could get something started. They're just having no luck, and it's really affecting their play calling.
So Portland will decide to take this one down to the break, and we will come back in just a moment for the second quarter. San Diego leads Portland 10-0. You're watching the Simulation Football League on YouTube. My name is Cameron Duty. Wade Phillips with me today in the booth, and on stats, Ron Haynes and Rochelle Colston, and of course Cameron Irvine working the production there. And what a great crew we have assembled for tonight's game. And we thank you for being here with us. Now, a crucial play coming up here for Portland. They have to convert. We'll see what they can draw up. Cyrus Jive to throw, rolls out, and he unloads, and just not in the same zip code as his receiver. That will, again, bring up 4th down.
And it's just an unfortunate play because San Diego brought quite a bit in the pressure department on blitz, but Portland just couldn't find that connection. And I've got to say, I admire Portland's offense for staying with spreading the ball around and getting all these receivers going. They just haven't been able to get it going today.
3 drives and 3 punts for Portland so far in this game. Now, on the return, and San Diego is going to have fantastic field position right here at the 49-yard line where they will set up shop to begin this drive in the second quarter.
I'm looking to see them run a bit more just so, burn that clock. They've got the lead, so might as well not risk getting any turnovers.
A little bit of, as you said, matchup history. We kind of alluded to it earlier in this broadcast. San Diego won last year in Week 6 by a score 41-38. and before that it was Portland taking it 27-21. So these matchups have historically been pretty close, and it's going to be interesting to see if that trend continues today. But if it's going to, oh man, take a look at that. Yeah, that defense of Portland's going to have to put in the work until the offense can get going.
Yes, they are. And right there, they just couldn't get anything going. Looked like was that a pitch to the tight end? But
yes.
Yeah, it just didn't work. They're trying to get creative and shock Portland's offense or defense into committing errors, but it just didn't happen.
This time a little more conventional run to McWaffle, and again a nice job at the Smith coming up and disrupting the flow of that play. So a big third down here for San Diego, wanting to keep this drive alive. They certainly don't want to go 3 and out.
Yeah, and we'll see if a long third down. We'll see if Eagle Mondavi gets a target right here. We've seen it twice already today.
A little motion, as you can see right there, moving from the bottom of the screen up to the top. That is B. Robo. A rollout for Pickler, stands in there and delivers one, and oh, what a reception. And that is Britton, I believe, coming up with the or is that Mondavi? No, that may be Mondavi.
Yeah, that's Mondavi.
Yeah, again on third down. Just when I thought that they were going to target somebody else, no, that's Eagle Mondavi again, having a day.
Yeah, and Pickler threaded the needle because the safety, tried to jump that route at the last moment, but Mondavi catches it even with kind of the pressure in his face, catches it, and so just becoming automatic on these third down plays.
Such a tight throw there. I couldn't even see the number. And a reception that time once again, this time by Axis. I believe that's his first reception of the day for Dave Axis.
I do believe so, and that's another good play for him right there. Picks up a first down, puts him about the 10-yard line, and so this San Diego passing game has come alive. Their run game's kind of struggled a little bit, but Pickler has really picked it up, and Eagle Mondavi has played a large part in that, converting 3 first down plays for them.
The last 2 throws have went for 28 and 13 yards. So beginning to spread out the field a little bit here is San Diego. This time it's a toss to the tight end once more to Britton, and they'll bring up second down after a gain of 3.
Yeah, couldn't get it for much more than 3 yards. It's kind of what he's getting close to. That last time he ran the ball, only got up to the line about, but this time we'll see if they can kind of pound and get a first down.
They keep it on the ground and completely stopped at the line of scrimmage. Again, good penetration by this Portland defensive front.
So 3rd down and 7. I have a feeling they might try to go to Eagle Mondavi. I mean, he's been automatic for him on 3rd down and long. So, I mean, shoot, if he can get open, thread that needle.
Hey, you think they look his way every once in a while. 3rd and 7. And it's a matter of knowing that they're going to go to him, but can you stop him? Mm-hmm. You see him moving in motion there. This time a rollout. Pickler throwing to the end zone, and it is intercepted. That was the break that Portland needed, and San Diego is quite stunned.
Yes, they are, and it looked like Mondavi was open right. Actually, no, had a defender. I don't know what he was thinking. Threw it over the middle, and the defense was the only person in the vicinity. Bernard Smith gets the interception, and that's the response Portland's defense needed. Now their offense has to respond and get a sustained drive to keep their defense on the sideline.
A great job by Bernard Smith that time coming up with the interception. Now, can Portland find some life? We'll see what they can do. That run goes for nothing. Again, 2nd down and 10.
And yeah, Portland's run game just has not been able to get started. Their pitch plays, they're just not able to break that initial tackle and get free. If they could do that, they've got running room, but they just aren't able to break that initial tackle.
Cyrus Jive again to throw, and there you see it. Just a swarm of white jerseys and nowhere to run, nowhere to go for Portland at the moment. 3rd and 8.
San Diego's scouting department just did a great job seeing something in the game film that they identified that the outside runs and screens, and they're shutting it down.
Pressure coming, and this time the ball is on the ground, and I believe that Portland is going to get lucky and fall on that one. But boy, for this Portland offense, still trying to find their footing, trying to find a rhythm, nothing doing yet.
That's right. And that time, San Diego's defense swarmed to the ball, got the sack, forced fumble, and then it looked like Randy Fatt, the third, jumped on it and saved this ball from getting caught down in dangerous territory.
And so again, another punt, 4 drives and 4 punts this time for Portland. This one pretty good, all things considered, and the return will not go very far. San Diego will take over at the 44-yard line. Britton on the return.
Yeah, just not much running room on that punt return, but Portland did a pretty good job getting it past the 50, but now San Diego has pretty decent field position and can start and kind of open their playbook up a little bit.
San Diego leading by 10. If you're just joining us, it has been all San Diego this entire first half thus far. Portland not able to sustain any drive whatsoever. And so a good job here by San Diego, and that will continue. Once again, another fantastic reception that will give them a new fresh set of downs.
Benji Madsen got past the zone defense right there. It caught it, and they needed it right there. Pickler sees the open man and connects. The safety was the only man standing between him and the end zone and made the tackle.
Once again, moving ever so close to the field goal position. San Diego just able to move at will at the moment. With the give that time, and the carry about 6 yards by Britton. So that's going to bring up a very manageable second down here.
Yes, a pretty decent gain for Britton on the run, 6 yards. And this line for San Diego has been doing an excellent job today, springing the runs that they've been able to pick up decent yards on and staying strong in the pass protection.
That run, nothing doing, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. So Portland, as you can see, they have given up some points, but we have to really say this defense has honestly been their best offense. They've created turnovers, and again, they've got them in a 3rd down and 3 situation here.
That's 100% right, and they've been playing lights out today.
They stay on the ground, and Noel will get the first down. Got just enough past the marker there, and this drive will continue.
Yes, it will, involving the fullback right there, picking up the first down, and now San Diego continues to pound the rock, and it's been effective for them. I mean, they've been able to get some decent chunks, but then they've been automatic on 3rd with Eagle Mondavi.
The pitch, McWapple stays on his feet and is met by Davis once more, a gain of 2.
And these pitches just really haven't been effective for either of these teams, but right now San Diego tried it, and Portland's defense swarmed to the ball, brought him down, and they just haven't been able to break those initial tackle attempts.
So 2nd and 8. 2 receivers up at the top of the screen, 1 down towards the bottom. Take a look, Mondavi down there on the bottom. Will they go to him? No, instead they go run. And again, Davis in on another stop. That guy has been a workhorse for Portland thus far in this game.
That is absolutely correct. Mel Davis has just been all over this field making tackles and plays. And either we've been saying Mel Davis's name or Brody Gulch in the run defense category.
Third down. Pickler rolls out, looking deep, and overthrows his man. Of course, probably not a bad thing after all, considering all the coverage that was down there. And that will bring up 4th down, and Portland again able to get off the field.
Yeah, and it was a good stand by Portland's defense to force this field goal attempt, because San Diego was absolutely threatening, and they brought pressure on that play but just couldn't get it.
They were able to tack on 3 again with a kick, that time by Cliff Allen. So doing a nice job, Cliff Allen, tacking on another set of points there for San Diego, extending the drive to 13, Wade.
Yeah, Portland's offense needs to respond. I'd like to see them. I don't want to. I hate to say you got to abandon the run, but it's just not working. Maybe instead of that, just you got to search through that playbook and find something that maybe you haven't tried yet, or try some different ideas on that front. But they just have not been able to do anything all day.
We'll see if they can generate a spark here on the return. A spin move. Portland will take it at the 27-yard line. Are you liking the game so far? Well, if you are, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Now, with 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in this first half, Portland looking to put together their first good drive of the game. We'll see if they can do it. The run this time for about 2, and this, Wade, you have to believe this is where they want to try to maintain that clock. They don't want San Diego to get the ball back.
That's absolutely right. Try to run as much as possible, go to that 2-minute warning, hopefully in a first down situation, but, keep milking that clock. Don't leave San Diego any time to put any more points on the board.
And for Portland, your defense has been able to make enough stops to keep us within a 2-score game, and the opportunity here does present itself if they can find some footing downfield. On second down, they go to the run once more, and very little after that initial line of scrimmage. They're going to say he got a couple, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 after the run by Scott Johnson.
Yeah, right there. Just couldn't break the tackle, and fortunately for me, fell forward for a few more yards.
2 minutes left in this first half. You are watching the SFL on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Portland facing a situation they have seen all too many times so far in this game. 3rd down and 4, needing to desperately convert. They move a man in motion. Green pass, and it's going to be, I thought he was going to be able to turn the corner. I thought Ezekiel Love was going to be able to cut the corner and turn upfield. Pushed out before he could reach the sticks. It's 4th down.
I was right there with you. I thought he was going to break that tackle like he did, but unfortunately for San Diego's defense, they corralled him outside and got him out of bounds. But San Diego's defense, great job forcing to where they get the ball back. But Portland, now their defense has to stand strong and maybe get a takeaway here.
A fair catch called for after a nice punt. They'll start at the 23-yard line. And as you mentioned, this Portland defense has been working their tails off so far this first half, Wade.
Yes, they have, and I'd love to see some more of that in the second half. But hey, maybe their defense can kind of talk to their offense and say, we're doing our part. Let's come together as a team and get some points on the board.
A one-sided affair thus far in this game, with San Diego up by 13 and 1 minute 50 seconds left to work. McWaffle now, though he stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and guess who got him again, Wade?
Yep, the one and only. I mean, he's everywhere today, and we got to see him again right there, bringing down and add another to that tackle tally.
2nd and 11 for San Diego now as the clock continuing to run. The handoff, and again stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Davis in on that as well. We've called Mel Davis and Brody Gulch's name. We've called Lucas Gilbert's name. Those linebackers right there are really stuffing that front and really allowing no penetration.
Yes, they are. And now we're going to see that Doug Britton set with him in the tailback spot and see if they can get a stop right here.
To the air they go, and they get the stop they need. A quick 3 and out that time, because the Portland defense, again, doing their job, staying with the receivers and creating just enough pressure for Pickler to have to throw that football earlier than what he was wanting.
Yeah, and it's just a workmanlike effort today by Portland's defense. Coming to work, putting in a shift, and they're playing excellent today. Hey, they've only given up 13 points, but they've played very strong. San Diego's offense has been having a few struggles right here lately, but it's only a matter of time before one of these teams breaks through.
Yeah, 13 points, and Portland's defense has been out there the majority of this game so far. Now for Portland, they will set up at the 45-yard line. Pretty good field position right here. You've got 54 seconds to work with at the least. They're going to try to get into field goal range for their kicker. We'll see if that can happen.
Yeah, and these wide receivers present some problems, especially how Portland loves to spread it around and where you have to pick who you got to cover.
Cyrus Jive goes back to the air this time. That is just a nice little pitch and catch over the middle, and they'll take it. Michael Knight with the reception, and they'll call a timeout.
And maybe that's just what they needed, to see that completion, see it in action, and then go back out there after this timeout, come up with the play right here from the coaching staff and get, something that picks up some yards, picks up a first down, gets you moving down the field.
Any kind of positive yardage that this team can find right now is crucial. A quick step back there. I thought he was going to step back a little bit farther. Instead, he looked for his intended target, and that one was Israel Adams. Unfortunately, that's an incompletion. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, the little out route. They tried to go quick to it, but the defense was right there. It was very, dangerous play where the defense almost got it and could have taken it back.
Yeah, a little disjointed that time, and again, a quick 3rd down situation here for Portland. Pressure is coming. Cyrus Jive stands in the middle of it and nowhere to go, and he didn't get rid of the ball either. Instead, he is wrapped up, and that will bring up, once again, another 4th down. Biff Markham on the sack.
Yeah, it was a great job by the defensive line to bring the pressure, and it looked like Cyrus Jive just didn't have anywhere to throw. That was a great coverage sack, and just Cyrus was sitting back there looking for someone to go, and Biff Markham comes up there and brings him down.
You take a look at that efficiency on 3rd down. 0 of 7 for Portland in this first half. And they will obviously try to run out as much of the game clock as they can to prevent San Diego from being able to get back down the field. We will at least get a punt here. And as the final seconds of the half winds down, you'll see a return. And a flag. I believe that's our first flag of the night as well.
Absolutely. And are we going to get to see another play?
Okay, so they're going to get clipping. And it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the San Diego 11.
I think we are going to get to see another play right here.
Yes, we are. Let's take a look at this replay.
Yep.
Just enough, wasn't it?
Yep, just enough right there.
Yep.
Got him on the back. Just didn't get him on the side. Hit him in the numbers, and yep, they'll call that every single time.
And we will go to the locker room. It is halftime of what has certainly been an interesting first half of action. San Diego leading Portland 13-0. We welcome you into the SFL on YouTube 4K23 halftime show. And Wade, take us through the things that stood out to you the most this first half.
So to me, Portland's defense has been the MVP of this game, because to keep it 13-0 when your offense just, 3rd down plays, we saw it earlier, 0 for 7. I mean, they just have not been able to move the ball at all. Cyrus Jive, 5 of 11 for 25 yards. Love, 4 carries, 6 yards. Just not having a great day today for their offense, but their defense has been staying strong. San Diego's offense has been really rolling in critical spots. Eagle Mondavi producing multiple first downs on long 3rd down plays, and really that's kept them ahead. And almost every scoring drive had an Eagle Mondavi first down on a long 3rd down. At least one did. But where we had 2 of them on that drive. But Portland's offense, we got to see them right the ship here.
And right the ship indeed, and that Portland defense will once again take over on defense when we get this game underway, barring any kind of turnover on this return. That's Britton on the return, and he has a head of steam, cuts left side, bulldozes over a man, and they will start from their 33-yard line. Now, you mentioned seeing things that we need Portland to work on. For this defense, what do you tell them? I mean, they have to be getting wore out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, just stay with it. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. You've been playing fantastic ball. We just maybe, hey, get a takeaway. If we have to put it on our back, let's put it on our back. Let's force fumbles. Let's get takeaways. Let's get a safety. We have to, play strong, play complete football.
Portland working right now for a non-existent offense. Cyrus Jive with just 26 yards in that first half. Now, Johnny Pickler, that's a different story. Hunter McWaffle, he has one touchdown, and he is looking to get started. You can just tell that this guy right here is waiting to break out for another big run.
That's right, and it's just a matter of time. Portland's defense has been very strong in the run game, though, but McWaffle has been itching to get a big gain all day.
Again, sending a man in motion. Adam Williams. And the toss. The handoff that time to McWaffle, and it goes 3rd and 2.
Yeah, 3rd and 2 right there. It was Brody Gulch calling his name again with the tackle. Forces the 3rd and short, but we'll see if maybe San Diego wants to try to get it in the ground game. They've been automatic with Eagle Mondavi, but we'll see here.
They keep it on the ground, and that time it's literally just Rob Knoll doing everything that he can to push the pile, and he gets the first down. What a great, tough run there.
Yeah, north and south. I love it. Just runs right up the gut and picks up that first down the tough way. Just love to see that, smash mouth football.
A nice rotation there between Hunter McWaffle and Rob Knoll on this game thus far. McWaffle, again, a gain of 3, and that's something that you take a look at the difference between these two teams at the moment, Wade. San Diego has been able to generate positive yardage on just about every snap.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's positive yardage. No matter what they do, they've had a few, drop passes and miscompletions, but, it's been positive yardage, like you said.
And on the give that time, swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Again, Gulch getting his name called, and that will bring up 3rd and 8.
And that's something Portland needs to do. There, we talk about how San Diego's making positive plays each time, but right there, or Portland's defense comes up and says, no, not on this play.
Mondavi in motion. Keep an eye on that guy. 3rd down has been his play thus far. Pickler, a little pitch right there. An interesting play design, and that gets them some yardage, but it doesn't fool Portland too much, and they come up with the important stop.
Yeah, and it was I like the play call, just couldn't execute it completely, but I love to see that play because defenses aren't always expecting it, and when you can get it and when it works, it works.
Yeah, a great job of this offensive unit here by San Diego, the offensive coordinators doing a great job, calling a great game, a creative game. Now, let's go back to SFL Studios for a game break with Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Cameron. Louisiana's in Denver tonight, and Gene Struthers fires to Logan Keel for the touchdown. Denver leads Louisiana 10-3 towards the end of the first half. And that's a game going on there as well. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Cam. A lot of great SFL action on YouTube all day long today, and even more coming up tomorrow. We'll talk about that later. Now Cyrus Jive with time and looks, and just off the target, intended for the wide receiver. And we've got, that's not what you want to see. Nate Hall is down, and that's not a good look right there.
Yeah, no, that's not a good thing to happen on your defense, especially when you lose a starter. And fortunately, I will say for San Diego, they have a plethora of safeties to choose from, so they could probably have someone to fill in that hole. But hey, you never like to see someone go down.
No, not at all. And to that extent, RC Puff, let's give him a call coming in on that pass deflection just a moment ago. Wanted to be sure to give him a shout out, one of those young and upcoming prospects. Um, and it is a 2nd and 10 now for Portland. One first down, as you can see. And there may be the spark that they needed. A really nice reception by Ryan Davis, an athletic grab, and that could be what they're looking for.
Absolutely. Ryan Davis had 6 receptions up to this game. So that, like you said, maybe is the spark they need to kickstart their offense in this second half.
So they got an all-important first down. Now we'll see if they can sustain this drive. On the ground again to Love. Has a little bit of room to work before getting pushed out. A gain of 3. But let's just call it baby steps right now, Wade. That's what they really need. Just, 2 yards here, 3 yards here. As long as it's positive yards and they're going in the right direction.
Absolutely. Like we mentioned with San Diego's offense, how it seems like it was making positive plays every time. Now we're starting to see Portland's offense inversely from San Diego's get that started, get those positive plays, and keep building momentum.
Ezekiel Love, and take a look at this, running with a head of steam. He says, I'm tired of being stopped at the line of scrimmage. First down, Fleet.
Yeah, and it was just a matter of time until these big linemen got going, because they've got some pretty tough individuals on that line, and it was just a matter of time before they really bolted down and started just chugging away.
Ezekiel Love, a 3-time All-Star as well as the Offensive Rookie of the Year back in season 16. So this guy can certainly carry the goods, and they're relying on him this second half thus far. Another gain of 3.
Yeah, another gain of 3. We've seen that a couple of times. They're getting positive gains, and then he'll break one up the middle for a big gain. So we'll see if right here, maybe we look at play action, just because that run game's been working a little bit. That'd free it up for a big gain if possible.
Jive to throw, and that one was off the mark. The good thing that one wasn't intercepted. That one was a wayward pass intended for Terrell Cooper.
Yeah, right there, just behind him, unfortunately. Looked like he had a step on the defender right there, but it didn't look like Cyrus Jive had pressure, but maybe those D linemen were just close enough just to provide that pressure.
An important third down as Portland has finally made their way past midfield. You see Cooper in motion coming from the top of the screen down to the bottom there alongside Ryan Davis. And Cyrus Jive will stand in and throw, and that was a little too high and almost intercepted. And 4th down coming up for Portland.
Yeah, Bob Funk got a hand on it, and just an unfortunate end to this drive. We were looking like we were going to see something pay off, but hey, it was an extended drive. We're seeing them kind of pick up a little bit, and we'll see if maybe throughout the rest of this game they can continue this kind of a little hot streak.
I think it's the beauty of football, is it really isn't over until it's over, and as long as this defense continues to work for Portland, there is a chance. Now, the return by San Diego. They get out to the 27-yard line, and this really right here, as we mentioned, is where San Diego really feels like they can do some damage. Already up by 2 scores. If you get up to a touchdown here, let's say, or make this a 3-score game, with the way that this Portland offense is working, Wade, that could be a big-time play.
Absolutely. They need, just like you said, 7 more points, maybe make it a 3-score game, like you said. If they can do that, it changes the complexion of this game. But Portland's defense, we've seen it in the first half, how they played strong. We'll see if they continue in the second half.
They give it to McWaffle, running right, and another gain of 4. And again, he's doing such a good job of carrying the load so far. Have you ever wanted to be a play-by-play or analyst broadcaster? Well, we're looking for passionate SFL participants or viewers like you to join the team for the next minor league season kicking off in just a few months. Please visit simulationfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and get your voice on the call. McWaffle that time again carrying the load, and it is going to be 3rd and 3 coming up.
And we'll see. I'm thinking if Portland can get this stop right here, I mean, they only need 2 scores, so it's very doable. And, you know, San Diego, we'll see if they try to just pound it for 3 yards.
3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground to Noel. They get the first down, and he was wanting to break free for more. He would not be denied.
That's right. Noel, they've gotten him involved in this game early and often. Right there, broke the tackle and then carries the defender. Looked like that was number 20. Yeah, that was Bernard Smith. Carried him for a few extra yards, and now San Diego continues this drive, and Portland's defense just needs to kind of bolt down and get a stop.
You talk about this halfback and fullback tandem here of San Diego. They're just itching to break one of these runs free. McWaffle again, and there we go. Watch him turning on the speeds, turning the legs, getting the first down. What a huge chunk of real estate that he just ate up.
Yeah, and Mel Davis got there early, but the 3-time All-Star got carried by McWaffle right here, gets carried just for that first down. But that was an excellent run and blocking by this line and the skill players to free up McWaffle to get that first down.
I think one of the things that is particularly alarming about McWaffle is when you see him coming at you with a head of speed like that. I mean, he can turn on the jets. He goes from 0 to 60 in no time. Now, man in motion for San Diego. It's 1st and 10, 3:25 left in this 3rd quarter. They go to the air. Pressure coming, and they are going to say that he was able to get rid of that one in just enough time and call that one an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I guess he tucked it just enough, just in time to get that pass to be incomplete and not a fumble. But, hey, great job by Portland's defense right there to force that incompletion, and now 2nd and 10 right here for San Diego's offense.
Yeah, Portland's defense still fighting hard and not making it easy for San Diego at these Mavericks at all. McWaffle tried a juke move and again stopped by Cook right at the line of scrimmage.
And the offensive lineman, Victor Riley, right there was pulling, but just couldn't get to his man in time. And right there, the defense fights through and gets the tackle.
On 3rd down, the pressure coming again. Pickler stands in there, and he delivers a shot. And another great reception right when they needed it. No, it's not Eagle Mondavi this time. Instead, it's Dave Axis.
Yeah, going down the line on these receivers. Dave Axis gets it, picks up the first down. They've been super clutch on 3rd down. It's not just Eagle Mondavi that they have to contend with now. They have to contend with all these very talented receivers and cover all of them on those 3rd down plays.
And you're looking at a gassed Portland defense that continues to fight hard to keep their team in this game as their offense tries to figure out their woes. San Diego wanting to capitalize, and here goes McWaffle. And again, you can see he starts to turn on the jets, but he gets brought down every time. But there we go, a 4-yard gain, and this guy is really starting to heat up.
Yeah, and San Diego's offense in that first half, kind of you'd see 1, 2, 3-yard gains, and now it's turning into 4-yard gains, 5-yard gains, where Portland's defense is getting a little worn out.
Yeah, they don't call it ground and pound for nothing. Again, look at that, Rob Noel. I mean, a first down run, and he would, again, as I said before, I've said it a bunch of times about this guy tonight, he would not be denied, but take a look at how he carries the defenders with him.
Yeah, and I mean, he only had 7 carries for 19 yards coming into this ball game, but really it seems like he's almost eclipsed that carry total today and really has been carrying the load when they called upon.
Again, staying with the ground game, McWaffle had nowhere to go that time and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nowhere to go, and they swarm him. Portland's defense brings him down, and now they have to stand strong in this 2nd and 10. If they can just stay out there a little bit longer and get this stop, their offense, hey, if they can respond, they'll be in a good shape.
Yeah, Brody Gulch in on that tackle. This is, again, another long extended drive, and there you go. That's how you capitalize. Touchdown, San Diego, Doug Britton with the touchdown.
Yeah, we saw it through that drive, them staying balanced, running, passing, and that time Doug Britton gets in there, gets in a soft spot in the defense, and gets right across that end zone line, catches it, touchdown. And now, like we mentioned before, this pretty much changes the complexity of this game for Portland, because now San Diego about to make it possibly a 3-score game, and it's not going to be easy going forward for Portland. They've got to get their offense going.
And the extra point by Cliff Allen, and an 11-play, 4-minute drive that took up 73 yards. And to your point, Wade, Portland had a game plan coming in. They haven't been able to really effectively use it. And now you're going to have to throw that out the window, because to be down by 3 scores with 1 quarter and then a minute and some change left in the third, you're going to have to go to the air, and you're going to have to go with tempo too.
Absolutely. And really, they've got to kind of shore up their rushing defense, because San Diego rushed the ball 8 times last drive and only passed it 3 times. So it's starting to get to that point where they're ahead, and the time is not going to be on their side, because San Diego is just going to be running it the majority of the time. So they've got to get quick plays, but you can't get too quick of scoring drives, because then your defense is going to be even more worn out. So it's kind of that pick your poison.
Yeah, it's a balancing act. And as you mentioned, ever more critical in today's game, considering how long that defense has had to be out on the field. So a nice balanced drive is what Portland is looking for here, folks, and we'll see if they can get it starting at the 29-yard line. The handoff to Ezekiel Love, and there's a run. Ezekiel Love finally getting out in open spaces. First down, Portland.
And I love that they're sticking with what was working on that last drive. That time, right here, 49, block right there, perfect block. That springs it for that extra yards. Jacob Farmer, excellent play right there, young man, picking up that block and springing Ezekiel Love for a huge play. Probably, I'd say, your longest run of the night right there, and that's what you needed.
Yeah, I dare say, as you mentioned, the longest run of the night for Ezekiel Love. Back to the halfback, Scott Johnson this time. And Johnson gets a good chunk, 4 yards. So we're starting to see some progress and some, as we said, not just 1 yard here, 2 yards here, but we saw a nice play a minute ago by Ezekiel Love, and again 4 yards right there.
Yeah, and they're starting to cook. Let them cook. I mean, if they can keep this up, we could see a 2-score ball game here pretty soon.
2nd and 6, a handoff. Love getting ever so closer, and it is going to be 3rd down, 3rd and 1 coming up. The difference in this 3rd down, though, Wade, is the fact that it's 3rd and short.
Absolutely. The draw play right there picks it up to, like you said, 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And now, I mean, that opens up your playbook wide open, where you can try to pound it or try to get it with a pass.
Portland trying to make something happen, make a little magic at the end of this 3rd quarter. Get your 4s up, folks. You're watching SFL action on YouTube.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
We welcome you back. We'd like to say thank you to our fantastic stats team this evening, Ron Haynes and Rochelle Colston. Of course, Cameron Irvine in the production truck. With my partner, Wade Phillips, my name is Cameron Duty, and we thank you for being with us as we begin this 4th quarter on an important 3rd and 1 coming up for Portland. They go with the run to Ezekiel Love, and it's going to be interesting to see where they spotted that. That's going to be close. Oh, and not what you want to see at all. You're tied in down if you are a Portland Fleet fan. Lozano on the ground.
Right, and your stud tight end right there. You never want to see a player go, but when it's your tight end one that gets you quite a bit of play time, 5 receptions on the season, he's added to that today. But wow, yeah, and there we go. Portland's challenging. We're going to see another look at it and see if he crossed that line.
Yeah, a crucial challenge late in this game. So let's have a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at goretroid.com. One thing to mention, Portland has only had 81 total yards of offense, and this may be the most important yard that they pick up today.
Absolutely. Yeah, oh yeah, that's got to be a first down. But going forward, they're starting to get some play on the running game.
And as we expected, that call is overturned. Portland not charged a timeout. That is important if they want to mount a comeback. So they still have all their timeouts, a successful challenge, and a new set of downs for the Portland Fleet.
Yeah, and if they continue this drive just the way they've been doing so far, they could be looking at pay dirt soon, but they've got to continue the pressure and continue to just chip away at the yardage.
1st and 10. This is the farthest into enemy territory that Portland has been all game, I do believe. And Ezekiel Love, he is running. He loves what he's seeing from his blockers out front, and he turns for 8 yards.
And you love to see it because right there picks up 8 yards. Let's see this block. Yep, got some blocks up front, breaks that tackle, and then on that next tackle attempt that eventually brought him down, he was able to carry it forward, pick up 8 yards.
Starting to see a change, albeit late in this football game. You look at the long picture, it's a long season, and so for Portland to work out some of these kinks in this offensive unit, it's very important. So again, starting to see some good chunk yardage being made here, sending a man in motion on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. Scott Johnson, spin move. Another 1st down. So poised to get some points on the board before this one's over is Portland.
Yes, and we mentioned earlier how, don't abandon the run, but, go to the well. Go to those plays that you haven't called all day. And it seems like they're doing it, and it's working. And now we're seeing the whole Portland playbook in effect.
35 yards on this drive thus far for Portland, and Ezekiel Love. Man, watch him lower the shoulder and 2 defenders coming at him, but continuing to fight hard for each and every yard.
Yeah, just playing with passion right there. Meets 2 defenders head on and carries them for a few extra yards and, ultimately picks up 4 yards, but just excellent play by Ezekiel Love.
To Scott Johnson, a nice balanced run attack on this drive, and he'll pick up a couple, so an important 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Portland Fleet.
Yeah, and I'm hesitant to say run it because it's, even though it's been working so much, but you need 4. I'd almost rather trust Cyrus Jive to pick up the 1st through the air.
They send Adams in motion from right to left, and they faked it, and San Diego wasn't buying that, folks. And a big-time sack. Listen to me, sack. That one got me excited. I love a good defensive play. Great job.
Yeah, and that was the outside linebacker right there. Freddie Trammell got the sack. 4 tackles so far in this game. And now, if they can, they get the 3 points, so that makes it 17. So still a 3-score game, but, they've at least got those points to say they know what's working. They had a, 10-play, 40-yard drive that took up, a little too much time to really not allow them with, yeah. And so it's just, they're on the right step.
They sure are. And Joey Robb with that puts them on the board. And I'm going to check. I need somebody to check in the stats truck. Can I copyright Sackle? Because I think we might could do something with that. It is accurate, right? Sackle, a sack and a tackle.
Yeah, tackle for a loss, technically sack. So I like it.
Oh, you got to have fun. Somebody's got to let me know if there are something we can do their legality purposes. Anyway, folks, we are having fun watching this game with you tonight. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Now, if you are San Diego, you just want to put this one on ice.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of run the clock out as much as you can because right now Portland's offense is starting to figure things out, and you just don't want to give them enough life to be able to put 3 more scores on the board. But San Diego's offense, if they can continue to cook, they can really just close out this ball game.
They'll start from the 30. And the handoff to McWaffle. And he'll get 3.
Yeah, right there. Got 3. And the defense got to the ball fast. He broke that initial tackle, but then the second defender came and cleaned it up just in time for only 3 yards gained.
2nd and 7 now for San Diego. The run again by Noel. And boy, that was just like running into a brick wall, wasn't it? Did you see the fight between those two? That one wasn't budging and the other was trying to bust through.
Absolutely. It looked like that was Vernard Smith right there, standing him up, the fullback, and just bringing him down. And so now Portland's defense looking like they might be able to get a stop and get the stop right here.
They need the big stop. And boy, take a look at McWaffle with enough awareness to cut right real quickly there and then turn upfield just enough for the first down.
And good instinctual awareness, survival instinct, dare I say, to, see some defenders get up there in the backfield in a hurry, but just have the wherewithal to stay out of their path and pick up just enough for the first down.
I've got a copyright update. I believe Sackle can be used and printed on T-shirts and koozies everywhere. Now, on first down by San Diego, a gain of 3 that time by McAfee. So everybody getting involved in this.
Yeah, they're getting everybody involved, and San Diego has just been able to get this run game clicking in the second half, and it's really kind of allowed them to jump out to a 3-score lead.
San Diego wanting to put this thing away. They keep it on the ground. And the important thing right now, the clock continues to churn. Folks, APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your project, visit apmmusic.com. Britton that time with a carry. 4th and 3 coming up. So Portland's defense again doing its job. And hey, you start to think here, maybe get some more points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looked like they tried to go to that shuttle pass again, but it just didn't work that time. And now Portland, like you said, breathing some life. They've got a chance, for their sake, if they can get a touchdown on this play, next drive, then they are going to be in a good position to stay in this ball game.
They return it to the 20-yard line where they will set up. Now, tomorrow night, folks, SFL action on YouTube begins with Canton's top-ranked defense welcoming Baltimore to Fatherhood Festival Field at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Other games include Tulsa quarterback Michael Brown's return to Motor City, Carolina visits D.C., and L.A. visits Atlanta. For the full schedule of kickoff dates and times, as always, visit simulationfl.net. 4:51 remaining in this game, and Portland trying to claw their way back in it. A nice little pitch and catch. Like we said, those short routes seem to be working for them. They go back to it that time. 5-yard gain. No huddle now for the Portland Fleet. They go back to the air. Pass once again complete. That time close to the markers. No huddle. 3rd and inches. We continue going here. That was Ryan Davis on that last reception, by the way. To the air, Cyrus Jive. That one just off the hands of Adams and intercepted. That one did not fall harmlessly to the ground, and a big-time turnover. And, boy, they tried to go no huddle there, and Foreman absolutely robbed them.
And just a gasp of exasperation right there. Just the tip drill. San Diego comes up with it. The huge interception at no bigger time than that. Before that, Portland had the only interception in the ball game, and right there, San Diego may have just shut the door on Portland, but we'll see. Hey, Portland defense has been playing strong, so we'll see if San Diego can make them pay right here.
Hit him right in the face mask, deflected off, and, when you get those wayward passes like that, danger lurks around every corner. 1st and 10 now for San Diego in Portland territory on the 41-yard line. The give again to Rob Noel for a gain of 3. And now your primary objective, just run this clock out.
Absolutely. Look for those sticks. get first downs and just continue to milk this clock for all it's worth until you eventually see zeros across the board.
San Diego nearly playing a complete game today. Great penetration on the offensive front. The offense, great passing, a good run game, and of course the defense making sure to keep the Portland offense at bay. So a really good outing thus far by San Diego. Rob Noel again getting a good amount of carries in this game today. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, right there. Noel got on that initial tackle that he initially got hit with. He was starting to kind of truck his way for some extra yards, but then the extra defender came in and shut it down to stop him, to force this 3rd and 3. And now we will see if Portland's defense can, show up in a big way and get a stop right here.
As we said, 3rd down. They've been pretty good to San Diego in today's game, although Portland has been able to make a few key stops. We'll see what they can do on this one as we approach 3 minutes remaining in this game. They let the clock run down. They give it to McWaffle, turning on the speed. Does a little juke move. It gets a couple more yards and a new set of downs.
And they're just playing right to how their coaches drew it up. They get a few run plays, then get the first down. Few running plays, get the first down. And they just, if they can continue that kind of momentum, it's going to carry them to victory. And right there, just another step towards that, inevitable what they want to achieve.
We'll take a look in just a few moments at both of these teams' upcoming schedules, which has some interesting matchups coming up for them. Again, folks, the importance of this game. This is a divisional rivalry. Let's not forget that. And, of course, somebody is going to go away with their first victory of the night. And right now it looks like San Diego is so close to doing that. Noel again with a 6-yard gain as we get close to the 2-minute warning, Wade.
Yeah, and they just continue to just make this clock count down, and it's about to reach that 2-minute warning, but the San Diego's been able to complete the task that their coaches set for this drive, and that's just to bring it down to as low as possible on that clock.
2 minutes remaining in this one, folks. You are watching the Simulation Football League on YouTube, and we thank you for being with us. Rob Noel with 50 yards on the day, being utilized very heavily in this game. All of their halfbacks and fullbacks have been. And again, we see it go to Noel. A short gain. That brings up 3rd and 2. And now you'll start to see the timeouts being used here.
Yep. They used their first one, which, obviously leaves them with 2 after not losing one on the challenge. But Portland has to get a stop right here and force the special teams play. And then we'll see if they can stay strong.
And a good job of the defense that time with the big stop behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a pretty good portion there, and instead you will see a kicking attempt.
Yeah, and it's going to stay a 3-score ball game regardless of the field goal. But I'd say excellent stand by Portland's defense. They absolutely came to play today.
And this kick by Cliff Allen is good. He has had a very nice day today in the kicking department, extending the lead. And that one, folks, is just about over.
Yeah, and for only gaining 20 yards on that drive, it just milked, almost 3 minutes on the clock. And so that was an excellent drive by San Diego. Just a little too late for Portland to really try to mount a comeback. But we can see, you never know in the SFL.
It's never over until it's over. The start on their 26-yard line, and again, these offensive woes for Portland continue as we take a look at their scores thus far this season 22, they have yet to score more than 10 points in a game, and they look to fall short of that again today, right now, with only 3, a minute 43 left in the game. Two receivers on either side. Cyrus jive to pass. Intercepted. That's the icing on the cake, folks. That one will do it. That is Stuart Zomilia for San Diego.
And just heartbreaking for Portland to kind of mount somewhat of a little comeback near the end, just to have your hopes crushed right there on a turnover at the end of the ball game. Just kind of stings a little bit. But hey, you've got to give credit to Portland's defense today to only give up 23 points when, I mean, unfortunately, Portland's offense just could not get anything going. And San Diego's offense did just enough to, put 23 points on the board. Pretty good day for them. And their rushing game really came together in the second half. And we have a fumble.
We do have a fumble. And they were just lucky to fall on that one. So it will stay San Diego's possession. You take a look right there. Yeah, again, this defense has not stopped playing.
Yeah, no, they've been playing all game long. They brought their A game. Just an unfortunate day for the offense, just not being able to get anything going.
As we said, offensive woes continuing to plague this Portland team. Portland can only stop the clock one more time. And you can expect San Diego to try to milk as much of the play clock here as they feel comfortably to do. The handoff to the big man, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and there's that final timeout by Portland.
Yep. And like you said, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling with that big 86 right there, just picking up those tough yards at the end of a ball game. And now San Diego's offense continues to just run this clock down.
And it stays on the ground with Rob Noel, a first down. And that should do it. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for both of these teams. For San Diego, they are headed to back home, where they will play the Atlanta Swarm next February the 4th at 9:15. And then they've got a bye week. For Portland now, who will be 0-3 after tonight's game, they've got a bye week, so a really good time to recharge their batteries. Then they'll come back on February the 10th, and they will go to the Eye of the Storm in Florida.
Going to be a tough sledding for both these teams, both of those clubs that they play. One team, Portland after the bye, and then San Diego next week. Tough teams to play. San Diego gets the victory tonight, but Portland gets that bye week, so they can kind of come together and try to come up with a playbook that kind of maybe fixes this offense.
Yeah, if they can get complementary football from the offense and the defense, they could be on to something. But tonight, it's all San Diego, folks. The San Diego Mavericks takes this one convincingly by the score of 23-3 over the Portland Fleet. And Wade, go ahead and give us your final rundown, my friend.
Just absolutely standout game by San Diego on both sides of the ball. Portland just could not get anything going on offense, and we just saw it with only 48 passing yards and just not going to cut it. And San Diego was able to really get it going. 22 passing plays, 50 rushing plays for San Diego. I mean, which is what happens when you play from ahead. And 17 rushing plays for Portland just isn't going to do it. Time of possession, look at that. Twice as much for San Diego, 27 minutes. Yeah, when your time of possession is twice as long, it's going to be a tough day for any team that you play against.
And you'll have nights like that, and there was the case where San Diego completely dominant.
15.
Yeah, look at that. Take a look at that. 15 tackles. So, yeah, incredible. A great game overall by San Diego. Portland, they'll continue to work at it, no doubt. They will bring their A game when they go to Florida in 2 weeks. folks, that'll do it for tonight. I want to thank Cameron Irvine in the production truck, in the stats truck, Ron Haynes and Rochelle Colston for fantastic work. And for my buddy, Wade Phillips, my name is Cameron Duty. We thank you for spending your Saturday night with us. We'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody.